These guys are actually a fair bit bigger than I expected. Ooh. Except... we're gonna have to go to war with the Devouring Swarm just so we can get this connection. Because right now, this is completely locked off from us.
Commencing planetary incursion initiative.
Oh geez, this place had actually had an army. Rack now guarantee the independence. That's nice for them, I guess. I mean, we'll win, but at what cost? Thankfully, we do have a lot of reserves. We're just throwing overwhelming force at them here. Thank goodness for reserves, eh?
System survey concluded.
Also, thankfully, they didn't have a general. Oh, they actually killed one of my units.
System survey concluded.
Alright, victory is ours. Huzzah! Encounter in Ashira. The Dalek aliens. That sounds suspiciously close to Daleks. Right, so the last thing I could do would be go for Fangnor. I can't actually get down here at all. And it does look like there's another empire out here, which we have not yet discovered. We're about to. Oh, right. Ha! The starbase we stole from them just repaired us right back up again. We're fine. You may as well stay on the planet just to heal up.
Station sustaining damage.
Because you do recover pretty quickly. Oh. They decided to sally forth, did they? Well, let's see how their starbase fares against their fleets. It's got double the strength, so it should fare pretty well. The shields are by far and away my weakest technology, so the shields have just gone. Now they're up against armor. They've just lost a ship. Destroyed. 2 of them, in fact. Yeah, they're getting obliterated. They noped out of that one. And my reserves hadn't even arrived yet. Now they have. Meanwhile, they're at 82%. Ready to give up.
Project concluded.
Okay, so Gotland is my primary consumer goods location and has building sites for 2 extra buildings. You have enough amenities. You got loads of housing. I mean, we could get another bureaucrat thing here. We could build a sanctuary. We don't have a sanctuary or a temple. Let's get the sanctuary. I want to have at least one sanctuary in each place. That's basically like the place where the sagas are told. It's the Skald. I think if you go status quo with vassalized CB, you keep everything you occupy as a splinter vassal of the original. Okay, good to know. The science ship Whitey is here came up short in regards to its original mission in investigating possible activity on the frozen surface of Neats 4, where there is seemingly nothing of note but ice and rock. However, Ramsord, a self-proclaimed gourmet chef and history buff, claims to have made an important discovery. A chemical compound found on the surface ice layers of several regions is allegedly and supposedly closely related to Norse stellar salt, an ingredient integral to many traditional Norse dishes and thought extinct on Midgard. It has long been speculated that stellar salt was never native to our homeworld and was brought to the surface by some meteorite impacts in the distant past. The science officer's discovery on Needs 4 lend some credence to this theory, though Ramsord leans heavily on the properties described in the ancient cookbooks, predating modern chemistry to prove the saline connection. Whether the salt, analysed and synthesised, actually tastes like Norse stellar salt of old is ultimately of little consequence. Just the idea of traditional foods now possessing more historically accurate flavour proliferates is bound to stimulate both the Norse economy and palate. Lovely. And I do need to get a science ship out there. Which actually you could do. So let's get you out here to research those projects and those ones. Meanwhile, war fleets are almost here. With the exception of these guys, which are still being built. Hey, traditions! Well, I'm definitely thinking standard construction templates, because I'm keen to get down to the extra housing from city districts. Although actually the specialist pop resource output would also be good, because that would be consumer goods. You know what, let's do that. Yeah, let's go with the administrative operations. Sounds good to me. Headspins, looking at how wide Mordred's empire is. Well, I haven't really had much choice, because we started with just the 3 planets here, and then nothing until all the way down here. And our neighbours just haven't been taking up the space. Like, all of this is still free, all of this is probably still free. Incoming transmission, the Vengralian Trium. Do you happen to know any intelligent sapients that could use an additional stream of energy credits? Let's see what you got. Trium brand bunk beds. For the low price of 500 unity, which is actually pretty low. Except that I just spent mine. Housing plus 10% for 80 years. No. And the reason I say no is because once that goes away, it's going to screw up my population numbers. Like, I plan for the amount of housing I have. If I have 10% more housing than I anticipate, then it kind of throws me. So I'm going to say no. Homeguard is a mining world. That is indeed the case. You have 5 pops. You have 4. Difflin's at 9. Difflin is almost ready to become a regular planet, which will be nice. Alright, you guys are ready for some more military action. And I'm also going to double check to see if my armies are fully healed up. They have. Boop. Special project completed. After almost giving up hope studying the accursed ceramic object for so long, we've reached the breakthrough. The container is a sacred relic left in orbit as a sign surely from the divine. The object is brimming with energy, which, when decrypted, reveals its hidden message. Information on how to help us ascend by improving our research efforts. The only question is now, who sent the message? So we get 20 years. No. Yeah, 20 years of research speed. Cool! I mean, who could possibly have sent the message? I don't know who that could possibly have been. Oh, now that's an interesting thought. What would our impression of the gods be if the Norse entity is a hive mind? Would the hive mind then have been that divine entity? That feeling of all-connectedness? That's a tri-star state. Nice. And you are over here continuing to do your expansions. I mean, we may as well take Tiliok so that we can get that Artifact done. Get over here to this Alpine world. Looks like this is going to be another sector. Eskelion and Everus. Speaking of which, Midgard, I am gonna need... a colony ship. Oh, geez. Consumer goods. Slight problem. Let's buy some more. Buy another 250. And Rex Leo just died. Who was Rex Leo? You were. Psionic research. Let's do that. I still want to see my Viking space wizards. And this is going to be Bacchius. And then you are going to get back on assisting the research in Jorvik. And then Tiber Wolf has finished. You are purely an exploration craft. So you can go this way. Following the sighting of unidentified spacecraft in the Nashira system, all forces in the vicinity have been ordered to assume a heightened state of readiness as per standard protocol. Intelligence is still analysing what little data we have on the bogey, but it appears capable of hyperspace travel. Keep at it. And Ashiku just leveled up as well. Marvellous. Oh, nuts. You arrived before the rest. Actually, that's fine. The rest of the reinforcements arrived at the same time. We're good. Airships did not have time to repair. That's tragic. The south looks ominous, with devours and reavers. Yeah, the south isn't a fun place. Which is why I'm quite enjoying that there's such a massive buffer between them and Mordred. Commercial Pact invitation. The Penuri State have entered a commercial... Okay, commercial pact is fine. I was thinking Federation? Have they just formed a Federation in the middle of a war? Is that even possible? Our attempts to learn more about the Daleth aliens have been in vain. While we're able to easily ascertain that they clearly form part of a technologically advanced alien civilization, further facts have proven elusive, as they seem to be going considerable effort to prevent us and any eavesdroppers from intercepting any signals from them. We'll continue to be cautious. We have found out a little bit about them. They are hostile. They're going to be another hostile faction. Great. And you may as well... Oh, there's no planet in here. And why does it have that symbol? I thought those symbols were only where the planets were. Well, they are almost ready to fully capitulate anyway. I mean, what I could do, just for a little bit of extra combat experience, is send you just to go and take these locations. Callie has become stubborn. Unfortunately for you, Callie, you are a low level still. %25 lessened experience. Except for the administrative capacity is really nice, especially from where you are from. Konungard has become a rural world. I think I would like Konungard to be Science World. Tech World. Especially when we finally get to upgrade you, although that is still feels a ways away. Here we go. Now we can upgrade Difflin to a regular sized system. If everyone is hostile towards us, we simply get to fight everyone. Yeah, that's true. I thought there should be an origin where an empire's gods could have fallen empire race. Then meeting the fallen empire could affect your empire in a number of ways, depending on the fallen empire and play the empire ethics. Possibly a split amongst your people if you choose to reject the fallen's gods. Oh, that's an interesting one. Yeah, very Stargate. I like that. So close.
Construction project.
And we've taken enough that we'll be able to.
Research concluded.
Coil guns. Excellent. So we'll have some upgrades to do. Improve strike craft for carriers. Let's get that done as well. And there we go. War with Penuri States has ended due to them being vassalized or annexed by the Vinlandic Colonies. Done. Victory. We've got ourselves a little buddy now. Do we even have carriers? Not yet, but we can easily get them. Alright, so. One thing we can do is try to improve relations with them. Which we will have to do because they are rather disloyal at the moment. Oh, right. Oh, actually, we don't need those spy networks anymore, so you can shift. Although, can I use these spy networks in my favour? These are all hostile, they're not getting them onto our side. Oh, actually, what was extort favours? No, it's stealing favours, right? That's a Federations thing. Okay. Right, well, I am pretty happy with this new state of affairs.
Construction project concluded. Construction project.
Penuri State is trying to steal some of my land. Interesting decision. Not sure that's going to really help you, particularly there, buddy.
System survey concluded.
Okay, Nikor system has finally been taken, so we need an available researcher at some point to go check that out. In the meantime, let's go build mining, research, mining, research. And then we can also send you lot to Midgard to get yourselves repaired. I had you selected by accident. And then there's you here in the far north, where there's another thing that we need to research. There isn't actually anyone over here. They may well be able to connect through this. Actually, it would have to be through this. That's a long-ass way around. Well, seeing as we know that this isn't going to be blocked off by anyone, we may as well get down to Dwitham. We are slowly swooping up all the lands in space Siberia. Yeah, it kind of feels that way, doesn't it? Thankfully, this is a place with a lot of anomalies, so getting these star systems isn't that negative a thing, because we can get lots of minerals and energy from them. And the transports can also head over to Midgard, I think. And now we have this line of 3 starbases down here
Research concluded.
in the only entrance to the Sandar Raveners.
System survey concluded. Horizons expanded.
Alright. Reactor booster? That's movement speed, isn't it? Better lasers. I think I'm going to go for the lasers. Did I ever finish the precursor chain? I don't think so. Okay, so Konungard has cleared the spire, so we are now on track to get more science down there. Difflin's doing its thing. All of the planets currently are looking pretty strong. Ah, here we go. Unlike the previous Roni world, speaking of which, Holmgard was clearly a major colony with several cities of varying size covering the surface. However, like the others, it now sits empty, showing no signs of disaster or death. The fate of its population is unknown. Several archive crystals have been detected and will need to be investigated. And then we have a scientist coming over here to research all of this, and I'll need to send you check that out too. And yeah, we got a victory. Oh yeah! Our efforts to decipher the signals picked up from the Daleth aliens has paid off, and we have finally made a breakthrough. While our mastery of their language may not be complete, we have managed to successfully open diplomatic channels with a civilization we now know as the Terkesian Republican systems.
An alien empire has established
Hegemonic imperialists. Fanatic materialist xenophobes. Oh, these guys are going to really like us. Wow. And where are they? We don't actually... No? They're out here somewhere. You are speaking to the Terkesian Republican systems. Chancellor Praisetta Sakti is our elective representative, but in truth, all citizens have a voice in our government. We strive to better ourselves through technology, a desire we do not expect primitive aliens such as yourselves to understand. We pursue true equality. Do not stand in our way. There they are. They just hadn't appeared on the map yet.
Another day.
And there it is, the galactic community. I was wondering when this would appear. As more and more spacefaring civilizations establish formal relations with one another, the galaxy is becoming a vibrant and lively place. To avoid tragic misunderstandings between nations, an increasing number of diplomats have called for the establishment of a new pan-galactic civilization. A community, if you will, where the empires of the galaxy can meet to discuss important matters. Should the Vinlandic Colonies pledge its support for the creation of this galactic community? Yeah, it's a worthy endeavour. And we've got some more science! Ooh, leader lifespan. Especially as all of my leaders can hit level 10, that's amazing. Alright, Wolf is finding themselves in the middle of enemy territory right now. You may well want to get back to friendly territory here. So, as a answer, we 100% want to reach that zone and that zone as soon as possible. I mean, we are only one away from this, so that's going to be good. And then we can starbase and starbase. In fact, starbase and starbase. Baxham would be a better one. Colony ship is ready. Alright, so I'm going to go to the expansion planner. And then we can make a choice here. So, Everuxus. Can't be colonized, but we can do this one. High gravity, which increases the number of districts but increases the cost of everything else. And a strong magnetic field, which means better energy and better physics and increases more generators. You know what? We need a generator planet, so this sounds amazing. And I'm going to need to find out where exactly this is. Escallion, there it is. Alright, what are we going to call this? So far we have Midgard, Gotland, Jorvik, Difflin, Holmgard, Konungard. I guess this would be Miklagard? Although it's really out of the way for a Miklagard. Miklagard, I feel like, should be down here. Like, maybe this. In fact, that would be a perfect Miklagard. It's like right in the middle of this massive junction. I want it to be cities. All of these are cities. Actually, Gotland isn't. It should be. Let's make Gotland into your Visby. Rename its system as well. Newfoundland. I mean, that would be Life Blunder, which technically is what Midgard is. Reykjavik. Go for Vinland. I mean, we are Vinland. Tromsø? Yeah, I like Tromsø. Was that founded by Vikings, though? Oh, no. You know what's better? Trondheim. Trondheim was definitely Viking. I like Trondheim. Trondheim was a big one.